Let's start today with a preview from the East. Let's start with the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders. I know this game starts on Monday. Game 1 starts on Monday, but wrong order? Question mark? I don't know. I just wanted to do a preview from the East and one from the West today. So tomorrow we will do Tampa, Boston in the morning before the game starts. I have a lot of hockey stuff to record, so I don't have much time to rearrange that order. Well, okay, so this is our schedule for our round 2 previews and our week 3 recap. So today, right now you're watching the Flyers and the Islanders, and then at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I will release the Golden Knights and the Canucks preview. And then Sunday, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, we'll do the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Bruins recap. And then at 3 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, we'll do a full recap on everything that happened in the past week of round 1. A week 3 recap is going to be a long video. It's going to be around 50 minutes. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so Philadelphia and the New York Islanders. So game 1 is on Monday, August 24th in Toronto at 4 p.m. Pacific time. This is going to be an interesting series. I'm excited. The Flyers were a favorite to win the Stanley Cup, but they had their fair share of troubles against the Montreal Canadiens. Whereas the Islanders kind of handily beat the Capitals. And the Islanders also swept the season series against the Flyers. So we'll see what I think about this at the end of the video and who I predict. But first, let's go over the numbers. The Philadelphia Flyers, 41-21-7, 89 points, 3-0-0 in the round robin, and defeated the Canadiens in 6 games. They scored 22 goals in the playoffs and allowed 16. Their points leaders, Jacob Voracek with 8 points, Hayes with 7 points, Scott Laughton with 5 points, Sean Couturier with 5 assists. Their goaltender, Carter Hart, 6-2, 1.66 goals against average, 944 save percentage. He's been dynamite for the Flyers throughout the playoffs. 2 back-to-back shutouts against Montreal in Game 3 and 4. So excellent goaltender, great young guy. That was a great moment with Carey Price there as they shook hands. As Carey Price is his idol, and I like Carter Hart. Carter Hart's a very, very solid goaltender. Brian Elliott's the backup. Okay, the Flyers power play 10.3%. That's an improvement. That was at 0% after the round robin, and now it's at 10.3, so pretty good. And their penalty kill at 80.6%. I know some of you guys might be confused why there are 2 percentages, and the left percentage is the season percentage, and then the playoffs percentage is on the right. The Islanders swept the season series 3-0 and outscored the Flyers 14-9 in those 3 games. The Islanders on the other side, 35-23-10, 80 points, defeated the Florida Panthers in 4 games in the play-in tournament and defeated the Capitals in 5 games in round 1. They scored 30 goals and allowed 15 against. That's a very good differential. Their points leaders, Josh Bailey with 10 points, Anthony Beauvillier, 6 goals, 9 points, Brock Nelson and Matthew Barzal with 7 points, and J.G. Pajot with 6 points. Their goaltenders, Semyon Varlamov, 7-2, 1.67 goals against average, and a 934 save percentage. He's been very good for the Islanders as well, holding the Capitals to just about 2 goals per game, sometimes even less. Got a shutout in Game 5. Great performance by him so far. The Islanders' power play 15.8% and their penalty kill is 78.1%. As I said, the Islanders swept the season series 3-0. Now this is a very interesting series in that the Islanders defeated the Capitals easier than the Flyers defeated the Canadiens, and that's a little weird because we thought the Canadiens were going to get almost completely annihilated. Granted, I did predict Philadelphia in 6. I knew Montreal had what it took to hang with the Flyers. But the Flyers, they managed to beat the Canadiens, and the Canadiens, they put up a fight. Now, whether that gives the Flyers a little bit more experience, I don't know. But the Islanders, they really played very well. By experience and by numbers' sake, you would think the Flyers have the edge here. But the Islanders, with that goal differential, that's going to be big. Special teams, the power play hasn't been very solid throughout the playoffs for either team. The Flyers did pick it up in the series against Montreal in the power play, but nonetheless, the Islanders have the edge in that, even though they struggled against the Capitals. Goaltending duel here with Hart and Varlamov. I know a lot of you guys are going to be excited to see that. Very similar numbers, I would say, and they've done very well. This might not be a very explosive goal-scoring series, but I don't know if the Islanders have what it takes. They do have 30 goals in 9 games. They're getting it done offensively, and the Flyers, sometimes they do struggle to score a little bit, but they've done well throughout the series against Montreal and throughout the playoffs. They don't need too many goals because Carter Hart has gotten the job done, night in and night out. As I see right now, the Islanders seem to have more of that offensive juggernaut talent, and that's very good against the Flyers, and the Islanders certainly will give the Flyers a big fight. This is a very toss-up series. I know the Flyers are a very big contender to win the entire thing, win the cup. And I think, as my prediction, I am going to go with the Flyers. I'm going to go Flyers in 7. This is going to be a very close series. Ultimately, I think the Flyers' experience, counteracts the Islanders' young guys a little bit more. I know that the Islanders also have a bunch of depth on that fourth line. Cizikas, Clutterbuck, and Martin are very good. The Islanders will put up the biggest fight the Flyers have ever seen this season. The Islanders have a chance to win, honestly, but again, I'm just going based on my own thoughts here. I think Carter Hart, he's faced more than Varlamov has in facing Montreal, and I think the Islanders are used to more of a dominant performance, but they're not going to get that against the Flyers, I don't think. We'll see what happens. This is going to be exciting. We'll get started recapping on the series next week. We'll see what happens. Anyway, stay tuned for our preview for Vegas and Vancouver coming up. And thank you guys for watching today. Smash that like button if you enjoyed it. And as always, it is time for us to go. See you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.